Zelete, thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. Africa is on fire. And now the fire has moved from Captain Ibrahim Traoré to the same people who are rising against Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Some few days ago are all in all the savior, the protector, the unifier, the messiah, the king of kings, the most loved. Captain Ibrahim Traoré made a speech concerning how the world has evolved, and there were about 800 Burkinabés who have traveled to Saudi Arabia to learn Sharia law. And he was asking them, what do they need Sharia law for? They don't have a skills, and they have not gone there to study anything like science, like agriculture, like nothing practical that they will bring back to Burkina Faso to contribute to the well-being of the people and to move the country forward, only for them to go and study Sharia law. We don't need Sharia law anymore. Religion is not what we need, because why should we even love people who oppress us more than our own selves? And there was backlash from these Muslims communities. A lot of sheikhs were condemning. Now we have sheikhs, and they have risen against one of the most powerful and dangerous sheikh in Nigeria because of the statements that he made, calling Captain Ibrahim Traoré naive. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's not a true Muslim, and a whole lot of things. And they are ready to make sure that they turn his country into chaos, according to the post that he made on Facebook. He's too young to rise up and fight Islam.
To be honest with you, I've been restraining myself for a very long time not to speak in public to Sheikh Ahmed Gumi. With profound respect to him. But first of all, I am a Muslim. Secondly, I'm a Northerner. And I think he is not representing what we should stand for as Muslims, whether as Ahl Sunnah or any other seriously, moderate and responsible Muslim. Sheikh Gumi is a retired military officer.
Yeah.
Sheikh Gumi is a leader of people and is an Islamic scholar. But this behavior that has refused to go away, or he has refused to stop it, I think people like us should be able to tell him it is time he stops and have the real fear of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and stop misrepresenting what Islam stands for. If he wants to be a politician, he should come out and tell us what he wants to do, because some of them have started declaring for candidacy, which is their fundamental human right. Yeah. So he should not hide behind anything. Secondly, if he wants to be a negotiator or bandit under any guise, also he should take a clear position so that Nigeria will take a position, in that regard. Well, having said that, I think it is becoming borderline irresponsible for such a person that we used to look with a high level of respect to start misguiding people because we have teeming youths in northern Nigeria that are needing, the right kind of leadership, the right kind of direction. Don't forget that Sheikh Gumi last year was banned from entering Saudi Arabia with a valid visa, which before then, by the way, since I think 2010, he has not been allowed to enter Saudi Arabia. He called it politically motivated. I tell him he should have a food for thought. Having said that, let us even dimension this, sounding like a broken record conversation about negotiation and rehabilitation and whatever. To Sheikh Gumi and others that are proponents of this, what would they say to the family of the people or the families of the people that these people have massacred? Or has he forgotten the injunction in the Holy Quran about those that took arms and killed innocent people, be they Muslims or non-Muslims, that are non-combatant, that are not fighting against you, that are helpless people? In addition to that, talk about negotiation. We are here last 2 or 3 months, a known bandit in Katsina who killed an assistant commissioner of police in action, wore his uniform, took his gun and went to the so-called negotiation with government officials. What did Sheikh Gumi say about that? What is his own position about that? Is he saying that particular kind of person is a victim? This man is just gaslighting these people. What will he say about those others that were quote unquote rehabilitated in Maiduguri and others, and even integrated into the army and turn the gun against their fellow army officers and go about disclosing the movements and the logistics.
And these things that we are saying, these are facts.
These are facts. If I knew we were going to have this conversation, I've written about it. I even have their names and the name of the officers they have killed. So there is completely no sense of responsibility, no sense of sensitivity, and he is now beginning to taint this religion of Islam in a way and manner that any well-meaning Muslim in this country should stand up and say, this is enough.
Yeah.
Okay? So I wouldn't want us to digress too much, but thank you for this opportunity. To Sheikh Ahmed Gumi, I have a lot of respect for you. You are a father, you are a leader, and if you are truly leading Muslims, then the conversation should not be painting these people as bandits, raping people, maiming people. By the way, Sheikh Gumi, most of the people you are saying we should rehabilitate are always high on drugs and alcohol. What does Islam say about that? To having said that, I think we should stop giving him too much airtime, and I think also government is pussyfooting on this. Forgive the French. We should take a position on this. What are we doing? Are we fighting terrorism or are we not?
Top of the day, ladies and gentlemen. I hope this meets you well. Honestly, with the way Sheikh Gumi is going, he's going to even cause more harm than good to the religion of Islam. I sincerely do not support what he's doing, because I wonder how you are going to be sympathetic to terrorists and forgetting the victims of the terrorists. How can we continue like this? And if Sheikh Gumi continues to do what he's doing, it's going to even make the situation more complicated, and because he's an Islamic cleric, is going to bring more bad light to the religion of Islam. I am advising Sheikh Gumi to read the room. Please, Sheikh Gumi should read the room and understand what is happening, and he should just stop commenting. Because he is further he's exacerbating the entire situation to be even worse than what it is. We cannot support negotiation with terrorists. There is nothing you are going to come and tell me that is going to make me accept that these guys are doing the right thing, or they're unaliving people because of something was done to them. We have to be very, very strategic in our thoughts. So please, Sheikh Gumi should read the room and understand the situation, because now that the whole Christian genocide thing is trending, now that we're having a lot of attention in our country, now that the religion of Islam is really painted in a bad light, it's not a good time. It is not a good time for such comments and remarks. Please, he should stop it. I am not with Sheikh Gumi on his plight of negotiating with terrorists or bandits. There is nothing that you can compare to the life of a human being. You cannot compare the life of cows to the life of a human being. So this is just what I'm here to say. This has to stop. I am a Muslim, and I disassociate myself from what Sheikh Gumi is saying. I disassociate myself from the mode of operation he wants to imbibe, and say he wants there should be negotiation with terrorists. I do not support that. I do not support that. You cannot be a terrorist apologist and you are going to expect us as Muslims to support that type of ideology. So please, Sheikh sir, please, I think it's high time you just step by the side and let's see how these things is good. Because now you are exacerbating it, you are making the entire situation worse, and then the religion of Islam is being painted into a much more bad light. Because now people are saying that, oh, this is it, since he's an Islamic, because you being an Islamic cleric, you are like a key figure in Nigeria and the religion of Islam in Nigeria. So anything you say is going to be generalized and is going to be taught that every Muslim in Nigeria has the same context, has the same ideology of negotiation with terrorists. I disassociate myself from that, and please sir, I urge you to just please remain quiet for the meantime. I'm begging you in the name of God. Negotiation with terrorists has no place. It has no place in humanity. How do you want the families of the people that were unalive to think? How do you want them to feel and think? Please, sir, this should stop. Thank you. Peace and love.
The world has changed, and we cannot continue to be thinking about feeding ourselves with religion. We are using phones, we are using cars, we are using laptops, we are using everything. And all these things are manufactured by other people who are not even Muslims. Chinese are not Muslims, but we are all using Chinese things. So a lot of them are standing with Captain Ibrahim Traoré and condemning the speech that he made. A lot of them stand with Captain Ibrahim Traoré and believe that this is the time for us all as Africans to acquire skills. What do we need Sharia law for? Religion is not all that we need. The world has moved past religion, and the people that we are learning their religion are not doing what we are doing in Africa. Look at the things that Captain Ibrahim Traoré said. In the name of your religion, simple because I do not share your belief, you have every right to take my life. In which way? I must not be forced to believe what you believe in. I am not you. If you have found it useful and you are doing it, doesn't mean that I should be forced to follow you. And a lot of things that they are bringing out. And you can see that we need to move ahead of ourselves. Africans, we think that religion should be all that we should have. And when we are done, we are sitting down asking for things to be done. Anytime we need physical things to be done to change the narrative in Africa, you see us praying. Everything is prayer. We have prayed, the whole world. Africans, we pray more than anybody, yet we are the most poorest. We will save everything that we have to acquire the same technology that other people are using. Everybody wants to drive a car. We want to do this. Yet the African is not asking what I can do to acquire that knowledge. What we are thinking about is what I would do to raise the money to get it, not to get the knowledge to produce it. In this modern world that the world has moved past, we are no longer in the Stone Age era. This is 21st century, not the 19th or the 18th century. Yet Africans are still living like they are in the 18th century. How can you tell us that even as we are here in Africa? I don't know Arabs. See, these people cannot share their money with me. They can't share anything of theirs with me. It's only their God. And they'll tell me if I don't obey their God will punish me. If I don't go to church as a Christian and then obey an Israeli God, why can't we wake up? They cannot share their money with us. It's only their God. If we don't do what their God wants, they will punish me in which way? We have to move past these things. Chinese are everywhere. We go to school, what we learn? Africans do not have nothing. Look at the young boys who left Burkina Faso to Saudi or wherever to study this Sharia law. They don't have any skills to live for even their children. You are going to learn somebody's laws, then you bring it into Africa to come and apply it on who? I am glad that some of them are rising against their own people. Because sometimes when you look at what the African has been turned to, it's heartbreaking. There was one man who said, when they even sit down and look at how they succeeded in programming us and we are just busy with heaven, and they are taking the resources, it saddens one's heart. They are telling you will die and have 90-something virgins. And they are here taking your gold. And when they finish, they tell us everything here is vanity upon vanity. What is vanity upon vanity? When they are not allowing you to have your gold. Look at what is happening in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. Simple because they have decided to say they should not take the gold here. If there is gold in heaven, why are they taking the one that is in Africa? And when we are asking them we need it, they tell us no, we should rather die and inherit the one that is in the sky. And you, the Africans, are busy doing everything possible to leave what you have here to go and inherit the one that is in the sky. We have a long way to go. We really have a long way to go. But we stand with Captain Ibrahim Traoré. We don't need religion. We don't need Sharia law. We don't need theology. We need science. We need technology. We need agriculture. We are hungry. People are bringing in their food. Can't we have fertile land? Can't we farm and feed ourselves? Don't we want to also be at the production stage rather than consuming? Today we eat all sort of things because we don't produce nothing. And all we do is we want to die and go to heaven. See, when you die, your heaven has come. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we'll make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world in Africa, West Africa, and in Nigeria.